Hello, good morning dear students. I welcome you once again to interactive virtual class Nagaland. So students, we will continue with the chapter light. Alright. So let us see. In a previous class we have discussed about periscope. Yes students. So in today's class, okay, let us see here. Here we see a mother and a daughter visiting a shop. Okay. And the daughter is asking her mother, wow, so many different designs. Okay, so when they visit, okay, the shop, they saw different designs, okay, on different clothes. So here the girl is excited. Yes, the girl is impressed, and now she is wondering how they are able to make different designs. All right, then the little girl asks her mother, how do they get idea to make different designs? Okay, so let us see. So the mother replied, one way to get idea of different design is by using kaleidoscope. Okay, so one way to get the idea for different design is kaleidoscope. So let us see. Then the girl, okay, she doesn't know what is kaleidoscope. So she asks, kaleidoscope, what is it? Okay, so students, do you know what is kaleidoscope? Yes, let us find out. Okay, so let us learn how to construct kaleidoscope. So to construct kaleidoscope, we will need three mirrors. Okay, three plane mirrors. So let us see here. This boy, okay, will show us how to construct kaleidoscope. So first, what do we need? We need three mirrors. Okay, we need three mirrors. Now arrange the mirrors in this way. Okay, as you can see here, arrange the three mirrors in this way. One at the bottom, two on the side. Now we're getting in the form of triangle. Yes, so arrange three mirrors in this way. Now take a cylindrical tube. Okay, take a cylindrical tube and insert, okay, the three mirrors that we have arranged in triangular form. Insert the three mirrors into this cylindrical tube. Okay, now we have here some broken glass. Okay, broken glass of different colors. Okay, put it inside. Now we have to cover the ends. Okay, two ends of this cylindrical tube. So on one side we see that it's going to be fully covered. On one end we have a slit here, small opening. Okay, so cover one end of the cylindrical tube and also cover the other end, but we have a small opening here. Yes students, so let us see. Now when we look inside this tiny hole, okay, we will see different designs. Okay, we will see different designs. So here let us see some of the designs. So this is the kaleidoscope. Okay, now when we observe it, okay, we will see different patterns. Okay, we will get different patterns. This is one such example. So to construct kaleidoscope, we need cardboard, we need broken bangles or broken mirrors. Okay, colorful bangles we have here. Then we will need three plane mirrors. Okay, then we will need glue or tape, okay, to stick the mirror together. And this is what we will get. This is just one example. Okay, this is one of the patterns formed in kaleidoscope. So to construct kaleidoscope, we need three mirrors, three plane mirror. Okay, then we will need some colorful bangles. Okay, so this is one of the pattern that we get from the kaleidoscope. Let us see some more examples. So here we see different patterns. Okay, these are some of the patterns that we can get using kaleidoscope. Okay, so here we see different patterns, and this image formation by kaleidoscope is also due to multiple reflection. Okay, it is also due to multiple reflection. Alright students, so let us see uses of kaleidoscope. Okay, why do we use kaleidoscope, or what are some of the uses of kaleidoscope? So kaleidoscope is used for enjoyment of beautiful images. Okay, using kaleidoscope, okay, we can make, okay, beautiful designs, beautiful images of different patterns. So kaleidoscope is used for enjoyment of beautiful images. Kaleidoscope is also used to design rugs, carpets and fabrics. Okay, you must have seen the different designs on the carpet or on the rugs. Yes, students. So kaleidoscope is also used to design rugs, carpets and fabrics. Kaleidoscope is also used in learning geometry, and kaleidoscope is also used as stress reduction. Okay, because of the beautiful patterns that are formed, it also can be used as stress reduction. So these are some of the uses of kaleidoscope. Alright students, we have the first question for today. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, to make a kaleidoscope we require, okay, we have four options. Option A is 3 plane mirrors, option B is 4 plane mirrors, option C is 3 glass sheets, and option D is 4 glass sheets. So I'm giving you 15 seconds to respond to this question. Your time starts now. Yes students, to make a kaleidoscope we require, okay, which of the following? 3 plane mirrors, 4 plane mirrors, 3 glass sheets or 4 glass sheets? Yes students. Alright students, your time is up, and yes, we have just learned how to construct kaleidoscope. Yes, and in constructing kaleidoscope we see that we need 3 plane mirrors. Yes, so the correct answer for this question is option A, that is 3 plane mirrors. Okay, to make a kaleidoscope we require 3 plane mirrors. Alright students, let us proceed. Now we will do an activity here. Okay, so for this activity the first step is you can take a brick, okay, or wooden block and place a tray containing water in inclined manner. Okay, so it is inclined. Okay, we have the brick, this tray is placed in inclined manner like this. Okay, now place a mirror in an inclined manner such that the ray should fall on mirror. Okay, place a mirror in an inclined manner such that the light rays should fall on mirror. So now this mirror is placed inside the water. Okay, inside the water that is on the tray. Now when light falls on this mirror, we see that it gets reflected back, and what do we see here on this screen? This is a screen. So what do we observe here? We see different colors. Yes students, we see the colors of the rainbow. Yes, so here we see that there are different colors. In all these situations we get the same patterns of colors observed in rainbow. In our first class, if you remember, we have seen some bubbles. Yes, the bubbles, in bubbles we see different colors. Now I ask you how those colors are formed. Yes students, that we will learn now. Okay, so in all these situations we get the same patterns of colors observed in rainbow. Okay, so what is the reason for this? Yes, what is the reason for this? Let us see. Okay, so we have a prism here. Okay, this is the glass prism. So for this activity we will need glass prism. So first step, place the prism in such a way that one of its rectangular face rests on the table. Okay, one of the rectangular face rests on the table. So this side is the rectangular face, this is also rectangular face, this is also rectangular face, but this one and the back will be in triangular shape. Yes, so place the prism in such a way that one of its rectangular face rests on the table. Okay, now make arrangements to allow sunlight to come inside the hole. Okay, so we are placing it near the window so that light can enter the hole through the window. Okay, the next step we need is take a wooden cardboard and make a slit on the wood, place near window such that light pass through it. So we have a cardboard, okay, a wooden cardboard. We have make a small slit here through which the light will enter. Okay, so the light rays is coming from the window, it will enter, pass through this slit on the wooden block, okay, or the wooden cardboard. It will fall on this mirror which is placed here. Okay, so this is the arrangement that we need. Place a wooden board okay, near the window and make a slit on the wooden cardboard so that the light rays entering the room will pass through this slit. Place a mirror so that the light rays passing through this slit will fall on this mirror. Okay, the next step we need is the prism. Okay, so we have prism here. Place the prism in near the mirror, okay, so that the focus beam of light fall on one of the rectangular faces of the prism. So here we have light entering the room from the window. It passes through the small slit on the wooden cardboard. It falls on the mirror. It gets reflected back, and now it's falling on the rectangular face of the prism. Now let's see what happens after this. Okay, now we see that, okay, in front of the prism we will place a screen. Okay, place a screen at the other end of the prism so that the light emerges from the another rectangular face of the prism and falls on the screen. So from the mirror the light falls on this rectangular face of the prism. It passes through the prism now, and the light emerges out from the other rectangular face of the prism on this screen. So here we see different colors. Yes, students, we see different colors here. Now here the light enters the prism. The light is passing through the ear now, but once it falls on this prism, it passes through the glass prism. So now from ear to glass it is traveling to different medium, right? From ear to glass. So here this light ray will get refracted, and then it splits into different colors. So we can see the different colors on the screen. Yes, students. So here band of light is observed on the screen. So this band of light is the same as the colors that we observe on the rainbow, right? And the colors are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So these are the colors of rainbow. Yes, students. So here we see that when the light enters and passes through the prism, it splits into different colors. Yes, students. So here we have violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. You can remember these colors by using this word, okay, Vibgyor. So by you remembering this word, you can remember the band of colors. So the band of the colored components of a light beam is called its spectrum. Here we see there is only one color, that is white light, and this white light is splitted into different colors. Yes, and this band of colored components of a light beam is called its spectrum. Alright, and the splitting of light into its component colors is called dispersion. In this case we see that white light is splitted into violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red colors. Yes, so this splitting of light into its component colors is called dispersion. Is that clear to you, students? Yes, so this is how, okay, we observe, okay, this is how we see the different colors. This is how we see the rainbow. Okay, in the atmosphere there are small particles of water droplets, and these water droplets, they act like prism. Okay, so when light falls on these small water droplets present in the atmosphere, they split the light, okay, into different color components, and that is how we are able to see the rainbow. Okay, alright students, we have another question. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, the splitting of white light into its 7 constituent colors is called option A, refraction, option B, dispersion, option C, deviation, and option D, reflection. So I'm giving you 15 seconds to respond to this question. Your time starts now. Yes, students, the splitting of white light into its 7 constituent colors is called refraction, dispersion, deviation, reflection. Yes, students. Alright, students. Yes, very good. The correct answer for this question is option B, that is dispersion. Okay, the splitting of white light into its 7 constituent colors is called dispersion. Alright, students. So here we see again light rays, okay, falling on an object, it gets reflected back, and these light rays which get reflected back reaches our eyes, which enable us to see things around us. So the human eyes uses light and enables us to see objects around us. Yes, the visual ability of human beings and animals is only due to the complex interaction of light, the eyes and the brain. Okay, the light rays falls on the object. Yes, it gets reflected back, reaches our eyes, and that is how we are able to see things around us. But again, there are some signals which are sent from our eyes to our brain, which enable us to identify different objects. If there is no signal sent from our eyes to the brain, we will not be able to identify different objects. We may be able to see things around us, but we will not know that, oh, this is a leaf, or this is a fruit, or this is a table. Okay, we will not be able to identify different objects. But because of the interaction of light, our eyes and brain, we are able to see things around us and also identify them. Okay, and also see different colors. So here, the human eyes. Okay, let us see the human eyes, the structure of the human eyes. So the human eye is one of the most valuable and sensitive sense organ. Okay, the human eye is one of the most valuable and sensitive sense organ. It is very sensitive and it is very valuable. Just imagine how our life will be if we do not have eyes. We will not be able to see anything around us. Yes, so it is one of the most valuable and sensitive sense organ. It is also known as organ of sight, and it helps us to differentiate color, shape and distance of the object in the presence of light. Okay, so our eyes, or the human eyes, it helps us to differentiate color, shape and distance of the object in the presence of light. So let us see, okay, structure of human eyes. So this is the structure of human eyes. Let us see. The first part is known as sclera. Okay, the first part, as we can see here, the highlighted portion. Okay, the first part is the sclera. The sclera is the outermost layer of the eye. Okay, remember students, sclera is the outermost layer of the eye. The next we have is cornea. So what is cornea? We have sclera, then we have cornea. Cornea is a transparent bulge on front surface of eyeball. Light enters the eye through cornea. So when you go home today, you observe at the front there is a bulge, okay, transparent bulge. This is known as cornea, and this is where light enters the eye. Okay, light enters the eye through cornea. The next we have is the pupil. Okay, this black hole, okay, this black hole on our eyes is known as pupil. Okay, so pupil regulates and controls the amount of light entering the eye. Remember students, light enters the eye through cornea. Okay, and this pupil, okay, regulates and control the amount of light entering the eye. All right, so here we see these are the pupil, okay, the black hole, and here we see different colors, right? We see the eyes are of different colors. So what are these portion called? Okay, the color portion, what are these called? These are known, this is the iris. Okay, so iris will determine the color of your eyes. The color of the iris will determine whether you have brown eyes, whether you have green eyes, whether you have blue eyes. Okay, so we have seen the different colors, right? The eyes with different colors. Yes, so this is the iris. Okay, now iris is a muscular structure that controls the size of the pupil. Okay, iris is a muscular structure that controls the size of the pupil. This is the pupil, this black hole. So this iris controls the size of the pupil. Sometimes the pupil may expand, sometimes it may contract. Okay, so the size of the pupil is controlled by this iris. So here we see different eyes color, right? So the eyes color, okay, the color of our eyes is determined by the color of the iris. All right. The next we have is lens. Okay, in our eyes we also have lens. Okay, so here lens is a transparent structure present behind the pupil. Okay, lens is a transparent structure present behind the pupil, and it is convex in nature. So there is lens in our eyes, and the type of lens present in our eyes is convex. Okay, so in our eyes there is convex lens. Let us see more. The next we have is ciliary muscles. Okay, ciliary muscles. So what are ciliary muscles? Eye lens is held in position by ciliary muscles. Okay, so these ciliary muscles, they regulate convexity of the lens by contraction and relaxation. All right. The next we have is retina. Okay, so retina is a light sensitive layer of tissue. Okay, here we have retina. Retina is a light sensitive layer of tissue at the back of the eye. Okay, here it is at the back of the eye. This is retina. So it is light sensitive tissue. Okay, layer of tissue. An image formed in the eye is located on the retina. Okay, image formed in the eye is located on this retina. All right. The next we have is optic nerve. Okay, we have the optic nerve. So we see here optic nerve, and this optic nerve, okay, transmit electrical signals to vision center of brain to recognize the image. Okay, so this optic nerve, it will transmit electric signals from the eye, okay, from the eyes to the vision center of the brain, which will help us recognize the image. Then we have seen here different parts. We have the cornea. Yes, students, we have the iris. Now observe carefully, okay? Then we have the pupil. Now can you see the change in the size of the pupil? Yes, students? Yes, right? We see that the size of the pupil is changing. Yes, students? Then behind the pupil we have the lens. Now if you have observed it carefully, you see that the size of the pupil changes. Yes, and the size of the pupil is controlled by iris, right? So when we are in bright light room, okay, in bright light conditions, or when we go out and look at the sun, okay, the light is too bright. Yes, the light is too bright, we find it difficult to open our eyes also. So in bright light condition, okay, iris will contract the pupil. Okay, iris will contract the pupil, so our pupil becomes smaller in size. So less amount of light will enter our eyes. Now when we are in a dark room or in a dull light situation, okay, when we suddenly we are outside, okay, suppose we are standing outside in a bright light, okay. Now when we enter the room, suddenly it becomes dark. Yes, we are unable to see things around us because we are entering from light conditions to a dull light condition. Yes, students. So when we enter, okay, a dark room or in a dull light condition, the iris will relax. Okay, it will expand the pupil, so more light will enter our eyes, so we will be able to see things around us. So this iris control the size of the pupil. In bright light condition, the iris will contract the pupil, so less amount of light enter our eyes. But in dull light condition, the iris will expand the pupil so that more light, okay, more amount of light will enter our eyes. Okay. Alright, students, we have another question. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, light enters the eye through which of the following? Okay, I'm giving you 15 seconds for this question. Your time starts now. Light enters the eye through, option A is eye lens, option B is pupil, option C is cornea, and option D is retina. Yes, students. Alright, students, your time is up. And yes, the correct answer for this question is option C, that is cornea. Okay, we have seen that light enters the eye through cornea, but the amount of light entering our eyes is controlled by pupil. Yes, so light enters the eye through cornea. Okay, so the correct answer is option C, that is cornea. Don't get confused, alright students. I'm repeating this. Light enters the eye through cornea, and the amount of light entering our eyes is controlled by pupil. Okay, alright students, let us proceed. The human eyes, okay, again it has some liquid. Okay, there are liquids present in our eyes. The first is the aqueous humor. Okay, aqueous humor. So here aqueous humor is present at the front. So aqueous humor is a thin transparent liquid present between cornea and lens. Okay, so here aqueous humor is a thin transparent liquid present between cornea and lens. There is another type of liquid present in our eyes known as the vitreous humor. Okay, vitreous humor, and this vitreous humor, it occupies most of the part of our eyes. Yes, we see this highlighted in yellow portion. These are the vitreous humor. So what are these vitreous humor? So vitreous humor is a thick transparent fluid present behind the lens. Okay, so vitreous humor is a thick transparent fluid present behind the lens. We have aqueous humor and we have vitreous humor. Okay, know the difference. All right, aqueous humor is present between cornea and lens. Vitreous humor is a thick transparent fluid present behind the lens. So we have here aqueous humor which is present between cornea and lens, and we have the vitreous humor which is present behind the lens. Alright students, we have another question. Please get your rough devices ready. The question is, what kind of lens is present in our eye? Okay, we have concave lens, option A. Option B is convex lens. Option C is plane. Option D is parabolic. So I'm giving you 15 seconds to respond to this question. Your time starts now. What kind of lens is present in our eye? Yes, students. Alright, students, your time is up, and yes, excellent. The correct answer for this question is option B, that is convex lens. Okay, the kind of lens present in our eyes is convex lens. So option B is the correct answer. Alright, students. So here we see boys standing outside watching a beautiful view, right? Different colors. We see here rainbow, we see trees, different flowers. So how are we able to see different colors? Okay, let us see. So again, okay, here we have the light enters our eyes, right? And it sends signals to the brain which helps us to identify different colors. So there are cells, okay, two types of cell known as the photoreceptor cells. The first is the rods and the second is cones. And these two cells, rods and cones, they help us to see different colors. Okay, so here let us see, this is our eyes. Okay, so we have two type of cells, that is rod. The first type is rod. So cells that respond to the intensity of light are called rods. Okay, so sometimes we are able to see very dark colors, sometimes we are able to see light colors. Yes, so these cells respond to the intensity of light. Okay, this cell known as the rod respond to the intensity of light. There is another type of cells, okay, called cones, and these cells, okay, are the cells that respond to the color of the object. Alright students, so these rods and cones are also known as photoreceptor cells. Then we have small spot here, okay, blind spot. In this blind spot, okay, there is no sensory cells, so vision is not possible in this spot. Okay, known as the blind spot. There is no sensory cells in this spot, so vision is not possible in this spot. So this blind spot is a small region in the retina where the optic nerves enters the eyes. Okay, so this blind spot is a small region in the retina where the optic nerve enter the eyes, and in this spot known as the blind spot, sensory cells are not present. So in this small spot known as blind spot in the retina, vision is not possible. Okay, so let us see. Okay, we have the optic nerve entering the eye through this blind spot. Now let us do an activity here. Okay, take a piece of paper. Okay, take a piece of paper. Now draw two things. One is the spot like this, and one a cross. Okay, now the distance between these should be at least 6 to 7 centimeter. Okay, so take a piece of paper, draw a spot on one end and draw a cross on the other end. Remember, there should be around 6 to 7 centimeter between these 2 points. Let us see. Close one of your eyes. Okay, close one of your eyes. Close your right eye. Look at the spot, not the cross, but look at the spot. Okay, this spot, and shake the paper. Okay, shake the paper, move the paper, but your focus should be on this spot. Now you will observe that this cross seems to disappear. Okay, this cross seems to disappear. Similarly, you can close your other eyes. Okay, open the, now you have closed your right eye and you are focusing on this. The cross seems to disappear. Again, you can close your left eye. Okay, and focus on this cross. Move the paper. After sometimes you will see that this spot seems to disappear, and you will focus on this cross. Okay, so this proves that, okay, at one point on the retina, vision is not possible, known as the blind spot. So you can do this activity. Okay, you can try this activity during your break or at home. Okay, so this activity proves that there is a blind spot in the retina where vision is not possible. Alright students, so in today's class we have discussed about so many things. Yes, the first thing we discussed is that we have learned how to construct kaleidoscope. And to construct kaleidoscope, we use 3 plane mirrors. Yes students, and to get patterns, different patterns, we use some broken bangles of different colors. We have also discussed about the uses of kaleidoscope. Yes students, can you remember some of the uses of kaleidoscope? Yes, the first point is kaleidoscope is used for enjoyment of beautiful images. Yes, kaleidoscope is used to design carpets, rugs, and fabrics. We have also seen that kaleidoscope is used in learning geometry, and kaleidoscope is also used in stress reduction. We have also discussed about splitting of light. Yes students, the first term that we discussed is spectrum. So the band of the color components of a light is known as spectrum. Yes, we have seen that one white light is split into 7 colors, that is violet, blue. Okay, we have seen that one white light, it splits into 7 colors: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. So these colors, okay, are known as spectrum, and this splitting of light into its colored components is known as dispersion. So we have discussed 2 terms, that is spectrum and dispersion. Then we have discussed about the human eyes. Yes, the human eyes is the most valuable and most sensitive sense organs. It is also known as organ of sight. And the eye, it helps us to differentiate shape, color, and distance of the object in the presence of light. We have discussed about the different parts in our eyes. Yes, the different parts of our eyes, it includes, the first point we discussed is sclera, right? Sclera is the outermost layer of the eye. Then we have discussed about cornea. Cornea is transparent bulge present at the front surface of the eye, and through this cornea the light enters the eye. Then we have discussed about pupil. Sclera, cornea, then comes pupil. Pupil is the dark color, yes, hole, the black hole present in our eyes. And this pupil, it controls the amount of light entering our eyes. Then next we have is iris. Iris is a muscular structure and it controls the size of the pupil. Yes, students, in bright light condition, the iris will contract the pupil, so less amount of light enter our eyes. And in dull light, iris expand the pupil, so more amount of light enter our eyes. The next part is lens. Lens is a transparent structure present behind the pupil and it is convex in nature. Ciliary muscles. The eye lens, okay, in our eyes is held in position by ciliary muscles. And these ciliary muscles, it regulates the convexity of the lens by contraction and relaxation. Then we have retina. Retina is a light sensitive layer of tissue present at the back of the eye, and the image formed in the eye is located on the retina. Then we have discussed about optic nerve. Optic nerve transmit electric signals to vision center of the brain, yes, so which help us to recognize the image. Then we have also discussed about two types of liquid present in our eyes. The first is aqueous humor. Aqueous humor is a thin transparent liquid present between cornea and lens. And we have discussed about vitreous humor. Vitreous humor is a thick transparent liquid which is present behind the lens. We have also discussed about two types of cells known as the photoreceptor cells, that is rods and cones, which help us to see colors, right? And also not only see the colors but also see the different shades of colors. So we have two types of cells, that is rods and cones. Rods are the cells, okay, that respond to the intensity of colors, and cones are the cells that respond to the color of the objects. We have also done this activity, right? We have discussed about the blind spot. There is a blind spot on the retina where sensory cells are not present, so vision is not possible. And we have done this activity to prove that at one point on the retina, okay, there is no sensory cells, so vision is not possible. So by doing this activity, it can be shown that the blind spot is present in the retina. So these are some of the things that we have discussed today. I hope you are clear with what we have discussed today. Yes, students, so this leads us to the last question for today. Please get your rough devices ready and respond to this question, okay? Kindly give your feedback about today's class. I'm giving you 10 seconds. Your time starts now. Yes, students, how do you feel about today's class? Happy, quite good, satisfactory, or confused? Yes, students. Alright, students, your time is up. Thank you so much for your response and thank you for joining today's class. I will see you again in our next class. Take care everyone and have a nice day.